Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To all my respected audience, peace be upon us all. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Najwa Alya with study number 232122127, and I am from class D. Here I will explain the result of my study speaking skill. Here I explore a question about speaking skill, namely how can someone speak English fluently. Why do I want to discuss this? Because speaking English fluently is a challenge that must be faced wherever it is for me or anyone who feels it too. To find the answer to the question, I use the search method from existing article or journal. I found 3 references that could answer my question. In the first article, references, I concluded that the participant in the study agreed that grammar slowed down the speaking process. However, they realized that grammar is still important to produce comprehension, so as to produce speaking fluency. In addition, the students said that movies are reliable example of real English, and the participant also relied on the internet. Since the medium is easily accessible and getting cheaper nowadays, they expose themselves through chat room and video streaming, which they believe can improve their speaking fluency. While in the second article, the point that can be concluded from the article is that the improvement of speaking fluency does not only occur through input, but the improvement needs to be developed through output, meaning that we not only receive material or teaching to speak English fluently, but we also need to do output such as continuing to practice speaking English. And in the third article, based on the finding and discussion, they are listening in the form of listening to podcasts and listening to music in English, reading the form of speed reading, reading aloud to practice pronunciation, and many more. The output that is they are speaking in the form of speaking to oneself, speaking to native speaker, speaking with imitation technique, and speaking aloud. And the writing describes was more specific to the video, such as writing a daily journal. So the synthesizing from the 3 articles above is a lot of research has been done by many people about what people do to be able to speak English fluently. Here I found 3 articles that can answer my question about how does one speak English fluently. In the 3 articles, I found that there are very many ways to speak English fluently are practicing, trying, thinking, being consistent, utilizing technology, being confident, and familiarity. And all of these points cover the 3 articles above. In the first article, the students prefer memorizing and practicing phrase rather than group word. In addition, they also prefer watching movie and utilizing the internet, which they believe can improve their speaking fluency. Not much different from the third article, which argues that in addition to practicing in this day and age, the use of the internet can also be useful for practicing vocabulary. Otherwise, the use of internet can also be useful for speaking fluency. English is different from the second article, which argues that practicing fluency in speaking that English can be done by practicing and repeating it consistently. That's all for me. I'm sorry if there is any mistake. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.